In this lesson, we are going to do what we call the coin problem. The first one says, Paul has $2.80 in nickels and dimes. He has 14 more nickels than dimes. How many of each coin does he have? So first what I would do is I would say that I'm going to call N the number of nickels he has. And then I'm going to call D the number of dimes he has. Because that's what I'm looking for, isn't it? I'm looking for how many nickels and dimes Paul has. So now as I go to write my equations, I know that he has a total of $2.80 in both, and then he also has 14 more nickels and dimes. So I think I'm dealing with number of coins and amount or value of coins, which is two different measurements, right? So I'm going to write each equation based on the measurement. So the first one I would do is maybe the money one. He has $2.80 in nickels and dimes. So a lot of students will say N plus D equals 280. Because his nickels plus his dimes equals 280. What that doesn't account for is what the value of a nickel and the value of a dime is. You have to put that in there because each nickel he has is worth 5 cents. So his N is the number of nickels, they're each worth 5 cents. His dime is the number of dimes, they're each worth 10 cents. So I need to put money with money. I have the value of the nickels plus the value of the dimes equals the total value of money. That's my first sentence I took care of. The second one says he has 14 more nickels than dimes. This one is really tricky for people to write. So a lot of times students will write it as it is. 14 more nickels than dimes. So they'll do this. This is our equation we see a lot of. I have to think to myself, now does this make sense? That's what you want to do anytime you write an equation. He has more nickels than dimes. So let's say he has 5 nickels. That would make this 19. Does that make him have more nickels than dimes? No, right? 5 nickels is less than dimes. So I really think I want it to be 14 plus D equals N. So now let's try that. If I put a 5 here and a 19 here, does he have 14 more dimes than nickels? And he does. So 14 more nickels than he does dimes. So that one's the one that makes sense. So sometimes it pays to kind of substitute other values in there. So I'm going to write this as my second equation. 14 plus D equals N. I'll erase all this little work here. So now I would probably choose to do, I could do substitution or elimination if I wanted to. I could put the other one in standard form pretty easy. I'm going to choose and go ahead and do substitution. So I'll say 14 plus D is what N is valued at. So 0.05 times 14 plus D plus 0.10D equals 280. When I distribute my 0.05, I get 0.05, oh, sorry, 0.05 times 14, how about? We'd get 0.7 plus 0.05D plus 0.10D equals 280. I go ahead and combine like terms on my left side, and I would get 0.15D plus 0.7 equals 280. I'm going to minus the 0.7 from both sides. So I have 0.15D equals 210. Divide both sides by that 15. And I would find that dimes is 14. So if he has 14 dimes, so Paul has 14 dimes, and if he has 14 dimes, let's substitute. Remember my equation was D plus 14 equals N. So 14 plus 14 is his nickels. So he's got 28 nickels. Main thing to remember on this problem is that you use your money with your money and your coins with your coins.